Having a lot of what's it called, rep with the with them would be good. Oh, and it gives me Flogston. You know what? Do it. Okay. Inquisition troopers. Haha, hello.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
I hate this guy. Lord Inquisitor is engrossed in studying the star system and shards and reports, which are massed on the desk like ridges of a formidable mountain range. There are shadows beneath his eyes, which are ruthlessly dissecting the latest reports, and the skin seems stretched taut over his bones of his skull. Without turning his head, Calcazar says wearily, "Greetings, your lordship. Your timing is impeccable." Stage 7 bearing the, of a veteran approaches the two of you, and a precise movement, he replaces the untouched cup of cold recaf in front of the Lord Inquisitor with a new one, slightly steaming. The warrior Farius folds his arms on the ceramite-plated chest regaling and says in Dow voice, "Greetings, Inquisitor. You and I need to talk. Glory to the Emperor's angels of Fenris. Words will be heeded. Your words will be heeded, my lord." Last time you congratulated on my rise to power. Now I'm here to return your favor. His voice turns as dry as the reports on the table and as sharp as the symbol of the Inquisition stamped upon them. I would not wish you to make us any assumptions. Would be quite mistaken, but I am a servant of the Emperor. Governing is beyond my purview. Grey-haired servant's eyes burn with vicious indignation, like an executioner's pyre lit by a fanatic. Lady Navigator Cassia? The Lord Inquisitor's lips curve into a thin smile as he catches a glimpse of the scarlet eyes. I hear the House of Cello is going through a difficult time. Change is coming. Sincerely hope it's for the better. Your colours, Lord Inquisitor, are rich as they are multifaceted. I've never encountered anything like it before. Uncoloured hues flowing from one to the next. Amazing harmony. Amazing and frightening. A man of such a status and talents has taken an interest in the well-being of the Navis Nobilite House. It's a great honour. Dara shrinks under Calcazar's gaze and seems to try and sidle behind you. The Lord Inquisitor does not even deign to address the Psychos with a remark. I mean, Winterscale's dead, so it doesn't really matter. What's the current situation in the Expanse? Coldfine and all the Dakari raiders are vying with each other to see who can cause the greatest turmoil. I've mobilized all forces, and I can repel the attacks. I can repel the attacks, which is why we are still alive. Combined militia brigades are hunting Xenos and guarding convoys. Expeditionary platoons under my command are crushing the heretic rebellions. The situation is unstable, but I will not pretend that I was prepared for this crisis. However, we have not lost our footing yet. What makes you think capable of commanding the whole sector? You mobilized all forces, but not House von Valentius. You're not standing before me now. While your status remained unclear, I preferred not to requisition the resources of von Valentius' protectorate. Your people dealt with Urlon the Cruel's agents, and with the Xenos raids. That was enough for me. But now it's time to add your might and talents to the scales. Why does the cult become more active? The warp is raging, the baleful sign always portends change. In crisis begets desperation. The most fertile grounds for heresy. I believe the arch-enemy's servants think their time has come. Yeah, okay. What makes you think you're capable of commanding a whole sector? You see a better candidate for the job? I may no longer be first in the flush of my youth. But I believe that but believe me when I say that there are many things I would much rather be doing than playing constable of the Cronus Expanse. But alas, every ruler in our sector chooses to confine their concern to the well-being of their own holdings, whereas I'm slower to take care of all. I've definitely been going everywhere. But you must have some ingenious plan to save the Expanse. The glance tossed at you is like a shot from an auto pistol at point-blank range. If such a plan were to exist, information about it would be the utmost secrecy. I suggest you focus on the current strategy of putting out each fire as you encounter it. Wish to speak to the Lord Inquisitor Ulfar? Indeed, you petitioned our aid fighting Xenos. We spilt much alien blood, but the wind of battle carried me far. I've lost contact with my pack. Do you know where I can seek my brothers, the Baleful Howl? Afraid not. According to my information, information in my possession, they withdrew from the battle raging in the Expanse. Lie, the Baleful Howl will never run from battle. Upon reply, his outrageous claim is surprisingly calm. Only the frosty, chilled death born of his voice and carried across the room makes everyone's hair stand on end. Why do you think they diverted their attention? Assumed it was to search for Brother Ulfar. Common knowledge how deeply Space Wolves value their ties of brotherhood, far more deeply than the ties that bind them to other subjects of the Emperor. Meaning by withdrew, contrary to my request to continue hunting the Xenos, they embarked on an expedition whose objective is unknown to me. There's been no word of them since. Sounds suspicious. This is not how we wolves conduct ourselves. I can tell you no more. As you well know, your pack prefer not to report their plans or intentions to me. Albeit no match for Ulfar's tongue of ice, the coldness of Kalkasar's voice, too, could freeze an entire world. People disappearing in the vicinity and the Inquisitors always cause suspicion. If this is some scheme of yours, dare I remind you that your presence in the Expanse is not a favor to me, but a promised repayment of a debt. I was not so haughty when I returned your lost brother to Fenris. Not demand recompense for my faithful servant who died saving him. I kept secret those details that could have damaged your honor. Why then does your gratitude taste so poisonous? The mention of Ulfar's lost brother makes him grind his teeth in anger before he falls silent. Any way you can help find them? No, but I believe someone who is better informed, and I will name that person as soon as we start discussing the matter that prompted me to summon you, your lordship. Between you and Winterscale? His lordship deemed it more important to show off his stubbornness. To safeguard his interest at the expense, the stability of the most burdensome kind. My sources inform me that he's nevertheless joined my efforts against the Xenos. Yeah, he's dead. Earlier than I planned. Okay. That's, that all is to the good. On the behalf of the Inquisition, I hereby inform you that your action will not be considered an attack on the privileges of a rogue trader. He attacked first. Are you aware of the changes in Cinia Rawn footfall? Naturally, her ladyship. Yeah, put her into her too. Ladyship was done me an invaluable service by taking on the task of instilling order in the station. Though her style of leadership seems unnecessarily brutal to me, on the whole, her actions have not exceeded the bounds I set. I put an end to her dictatorship. Not appear to agree to the news. As I understand, this is a private confrontation between two rogue traders, yes? As such, I hope your house will reach a reconciliation with her ladyship's heir. You have not hindered my plans? Okay. I escaped Comorak, where I was being held captive by the Xenos. Raised an eyebrow, impressed. You escaped from the Dark City? A feat that few have accomplished, truly. I congratulate you on your exceptional performance, and I won't even mar your triumph by telling you that the Inquisition will, of course, be watching you very closely henceforth. No, he just did it anyway. I sincerely hope that your grand escape was not part of the Xenos' devious machinations. Yet I'm surprised that this Xenos is still alive. What is it, your lordship? Sentimentality, revenge, cold calculation? Kalksar gives Yurlet a long, significant look. If you do not finish her off yourself, send word when you're tired of her. My acolytes will be only too eager to learn her secrets. I've looked into the eyes of death and of creatures far more dangerous than you, monkey. Do not try to frighten me. Yeah, what do you want, mate? Brush off, if you please. The Inquisitor nods impatiently to the servant, who draws some kind of remote control from his pocket. All sounds whose sources are more than 3 meters away fade to nothing. What, so you put up a cone of silence? Hello? To my chagrin, the ability to be in 2 places at once does not number among my talents. That is why I wish for you to serve in my stead. I place such trust in very few people, you understand. You will feel what it is to walk in the shoes and attempt to compel a gaggle of quarrelsome blockheads to work together. You will reconquer Euphrates 2 for me. He gestures to the servant and the silencing field disperses. Frosha, another recaf. One's gone cold. He literally just changed it. Some poor designed camera angles. The lad stifles a grunt of displeasure. His mutter pitched for your ears only. You will reconquer Euphrates free for me. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor has done away with the pretense and the politeness now. His orders no longer come with the veneer of a request. To your valet or another Inquisitor assassin? I can't both be true. Russia's been a member of my retinue for 50 tearing years, and the person in my entourage who comes closest to being my confidant. And they akin to a warm smile touches the Inquisitor's lips. We've had cause to be involved in many incidents whose reports have still been marked with the seal of silence. Russia nods deferentially, and on his age-jowled face appears an expression caught between eternal loyalty, motherly affection, and religious devotion. What can you tell me about Euphrates 2? Sacred world of the Adeptus Mechanicus, off limits to lay people, and one of the few people who do not worship the Omnicide to have set foot on the surface. Or rather, I was. Now it's crawling with unbelievers. The despicable word bearers attacked and escaped Euphrates II. The cult of the Final Dawn brought the entire horde of heretics to the planet. Sent my troops to aid the explorators' forces, laying siege to the world, but the rift occurred among the commanders. They need an authoritative general. You are the perfect role. My confidence is not misplaced, I trust. What forces do we have in place, and what is the rift that has occurred between the commanders? Explorers of Fleet Divine Cognizance 7821 recalled its most combat-ready units to retake the world. They're supported by my most powerful strike fleet and a group of deadlier allies. Why is he vague about that one? Dispatched a pack of space wolves to hunt down the transgressors. Oh. Fortunately, leaders have failed to find a common language. The esteemed Thorbald is at odds with the conclave of the Mechanicus battle congregation. The Omsire's servants find Thorbald's stringent nature off-putting. Neither groups are fond of the militant Silabek, who commands my forces. We're not fond to be precise. We're not fond, to be precise. The esteemed militant perished along with his ship a week ago when his noble allies failed to support his offensive. Recommend that you too go to Euphrates II. Perhaps your pack was less. Oh, bows to Ulfar curtly. I recommend that you too go to Euphrates II, my lord. Perhaps your pack was less reticent with the esteemed Thorbald than with me, and told him where they decided to direct their efforts. Fine suggestion, which I accept gratefully, Inquisitor. Word bearers went there themselves. They didn't send their puppets. Clearly, the stakes are high enough. Eurolon the Cruel stirred his profane self to make a personal appearance. And Euphrates too, Conrad Vortiger, incidentally, is also there. I hear you two have unfinished business. I'll generously leave to you. You're finished with him, you may simply dispose of his mortal remains. No need to surrender him to the Inquisition for an inquest. Consider it my gift. What matter first brought you to Euphrates II, out of interest? An utterly transparent attempt to learn secret intelligence. After to make you a general, you try and pump me for information. Poorly done. What do they want at Euphrates II? Reason behind their machinations would be pure speculation at this point. Okay. And you managed to enlist the aid of the Angels of the Emperor. Remind you that I'm still Lord Inquisitor of the Cronus Expanse, not merely some, what would you say, Frosher? Some grox bothering prick? If a certain rogue trader does at times allow themselves to speak to me in an overly willful manner, that should not give you cause to doubt my authority. Okay. I mean, Volka's there. We have to go there anyway, so... Although I know such an honor, whom else can I trust this mission? No need to feign ignorance von Valentius. We both know the shortcomings of the other candidates. Well, they're dead, so... At present, in this expanse, there are two people with the perspective and steady hand required to control the situation. They're both standing in this room. So if you would please dispense the humble rogue trader act and win this war for me. What? Why must I decline? Well, blatantly raises his hand as if to try and stop you. Lord Inquisitor replies in a soft voice, but it's not a request, it is a command. I'm far past the point of humoring your pride and vanity. Karkor nods the paper of his sentence to differentially delivered to the table. This document attests to the extraordinary powers you have at your disposal. I'm counting your success, Weaver. What was the point of me saying no to that? I could have said sure, only because my interests align. That was a stupid line. I don't like that I was forced to say that. Don't like it.
What lies beyond?
Okay, things are looking much better now. Okay, I say that, and this pile of burning corpses and people hanging for the things are still there, but hey,
Patience!
still better.
My nerves are frayed!
After it's getting better, a little better, all the time. Where the hell's Euphrates 2? Is it here? This is new. Emperor's Palm? Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. It's getting better all the time. Better, better, better. Getting so much better all the time. I don't really use her for melee, so getting more momentum is always good for her. Hmm. Actually, that. Slaneshi.
The battleground beckons!
Brace yourself!
I'll do it. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Up your damage.
If I may.
You damage some more.
In the name of House Orcelion, I shall prevail.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. I am his will made manifest. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands,
Hmm.
doubt is for the weak.
Oh my goodness. Destroyed. Wasn't even an actual turn.
Strike is a prayer. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Eradicate it.
Battlefields
Damn, why
are
he
all
run so far?
drowned in scarlet. I am a navigator.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll take damage. I don't feel like fighting them right now. Fire broke out one of the decks. Hmm. I'll fight them again. God damn. Needy bastards, all of them. I hope it's a Space Marine or Chaos Space Marine because that'll give me points.